What's up, boys and girls? You all have goals, whether or not you're actively pursuing them. You could be the one who is really eager to get to your goal, but you're stuck in the forest. You have a machete and you're hacking your way through the woods. You're hacking your way into the bushes and trying to get out of the woods so that you can find a clear path to your goal. Maybe you're struggling, or you could be the one who is just sitting around, procrastinating. You know you have things to do, and that goal may be within arm's reach. The pot of gold is right in front of you, but you just don't want to take any action. Doesn't matter, because what I'm about to tell you, the solution I'm going to give you applies to both, whether or not you're not being able to move but trying to pursue your goal hard, or if you're on a clear path but you just don't want to move. There are three things you have to do, just like how I mentioned in the thumbnail. What I put in the thumbnail applies to this. So the first thing you want to do is to visualize what you want in life. The second thing is to remind yourself. And the third step is to take action. So, what are the visualizations that you have to do? This is simple. This is basically you're tricking your brain into thinking that you have already achieved the goal. Now, you don't want to trick yourself into doing this. I'll explain in more detail in a bit. So, for visualizations, let's say there is a certain character that you want yourself to be. It's not about what you get after you get the goal. It's about who you become. You don't do something to get to that destination. You become a different person. And this character does the things that you right now don't do, which is why he can get to that goal. You have to change your character to be there. So the visualization doesn't change your actions, it changes your character, and your character is the one who does those actions. So the new you has to be, or I should say, you have to change yourself to do the new actions that will get you to your goal. Visualization is to help you visualize what kind of character you want to become. So don't visualize yourself getting rich. It's not about the 6 or 7 figures. It's about you becoming the guy or girl who can get those figures. So visualization can start from anywhere. How you look at yourself in the mirror, how you act in the morning. Do you feel demotivated, tired, or you just want to laze in bed? Or do you want to get out of bed and make a difference for yourself? That's up to you. And also, how do you talk to people? Imagine in your most successful form, how would you visualize yourself talking to people? Will you be all shy and curled up at social settings? Or will you be at, let's say, a social dance class? You walk up to any girl, you see a girl that you like to talk to or like to dance with, you go up to her and ask her, may I have this dance? Literally, you change your character into the best version in which you think you can be. And then you will slowly progress towards there. This is how you tell your brain to work for you. Visualization. That's what it does. There's the magic behind it. So the second thing is reminders. So the first time you visualize who you want to become, you don't want to forget. See, for most of us, because we're so stuck in our old selves, the moment we visualize something good, we immediately snap back to getting used to our old selves. And that's why you don't move forward. Our characteristics are all like rubber bands. When you pull yourself forward to something you want, you can't immediately relocate the rubber band because it snaps back into its own shape. That is what we are. So you have to do this step by step between, you have to go back and forth between visualizations, reminders, and for what I'm about to tell you next, taking action. That's it, that's right. But you just can't stop yourself. You just can't get stuck at imagination. Visualizing and reminding is solely done mentally up here. Taking action is what you will do to get yourself there. Visualization and reminders is what changes your character slowly. Then when you take action, you convince yourself that you can do it, that your arms and legs, whatever you command them to do, is what will take you there to your goal. So for taking action, you have to think before you do. So basically tie your actions to your reminders and visualizations. Then tie your reminders to your visualizations, because it all starts with thinking. In other words, it starts with your visualization. It starts with your visualization. So link all of these together. When you visualize, you don't want to forget. You don't want to snap back to your old self. And that's why you set reminders to always visualize. This is who I want to become. This is where I want to go, and this is who I want to become to get to where I want. Then remind yourself to repeat the visualization and taking action. Actually, for reminding, you can put reminding and repeat. Yeah, repeat for every step. You visualize, remind, take action, repeat. First, you don't want to take action for just one day. It doesn't make sense. For you to change, to get from your stagnant state to someone better, you have to be always visualizing, reminding, and taking action. So repeat this step. Just keep repeating it. And even after you have found success, just continue to do it. Because once you've found your purpose, you just don't want to stop there. The core purpose in its very idea is that it's never ending, but it gives you a direction in life. Something for you to work towards that will benefit your life and all those around you. So don't stop at that. This is the true way to 10x, maybe even 100x your progress to your goals. Whether or not you're stuck and trying to go or clear a path, but just want to procrastinate, it's up to you. But the visualizations will get you somewhere. I guarantee that. Do the work that's meant for you. For that work is best done by you.